The Karnataka elections are in their slog overs, but are the results really a foregone conclusion as most opinion polls seem to suggest, or could the BJP still script an upset? 57 seats could hold the key to that, and these are the seats from an area believed to be almost unassailable. We're talking about the 57 seats in the Old Mysore region, an area called a citadel of the JDS. With a strong Vokaliga population, it has rewarded the JDS richly in the past, but could things change drastically in 2023? It's not a coincidence that the BJP has launched its biggest guns in this area. Of the 10 rallies done by the Prime Minister in Karnataka so far, 5 have been in this Gowda Bastion. In addition to that, Yogi Adityanath launched his Karnataka campaign from here. Amit Shah and JP Nadda have carried out multiple roadshows. Let's take a quick look at how the Old Mysore region has voted in the last election. Of the 57 seats, the JDS got 27, the Congress got 17, and the BJP was a distant third at 11. Others got 2. Within the Old Mysore region, let's also examine how many seats each district has and how they voted the last time around. Let's start actually with Chamarajanagar. This is the bottom. This is at the extreme south of Karnataka, and it is bordering with Tamil Nadu. There the JDS didn't do well. Congress got 2 there, the BJP got 1, and the BSP got 1. Moving on from there to Mysuru. This has a sizable chunk of 11. JDS had 5 seats there, Congress had 3, BJP had 3. Moving further south from there, Kodagu had 2 seats and both of them were with the BJP. Now we come to the 2 key areas which are, almost a given that the JDS is going to get them. In Hassan, for example, of the 7 seats, the JDS got 6, the BJP could manage to wrest only 1. And in Mandya, all 7 seats went to the JDS. The other areas, of course, are Kolar, where the Congress did relatively better. Of the 6 seats, Congress got 4, JDS got 1, and the others got 1. That's the reason why Siddaramaiah, you'd remember, also wanted to contest from Kolar this time around. In Chikbalapur, Congress got 4 and the JDS got 1. Net though, the important thing to remember is that there are 3 main areas where BJP is going to be focusing. And those 3 areas are Mysuru, Hassan, Mandya and Tumkuru. 4 main areas: Mysuru, Hassan, Mandya, Tumkuru. Of the 36 seats here, the BJP last time around had won just 8. This time they want to change the math. But how is this possible? They will be attempting to hammer away at the JDS's weaknesses. What are the weaknesses? 1, an anti-incumbency against its MLAs, many of whom are seen as missing in action since the last election. 2, the BJP is at pains to remind the voters that the JDS is aimed at furthering the interests of the family of H.D. Devagowda and H.D. Kumaraswamy. The young Vokaliga voters are being lured with the promise of a better future and development, as opposed to being constricted to voting for someone purely because of caste affiliation. $1 million question, or the 57 seats question is that message going to hit home for the BJP?
You're watching the News Hour at 10, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, so let's get started with trying to decipher whether there is a real chance or is this only political kite flying. Sanju Verma, national spokesperson of the BJP, with me, along with Pratap Kanagal, spokesperson of the JDS, Lokesh Jindal, political analyst. But I want to start with you, JVC Sriram, political strategist and commentator, because you have extensively surveyed this area. Which one of the seats does the BJP really stand a chance in Old Mysore?
See, in Old Mysore region, BJP already had 11 seats, if I'm right. And then they added KR Pete to the kitty. And what happened was, as of now, we put it across in Hassan. In Hassan, on the day of nomination, Pritam Gowda did not make a statement. It was something which created wave across Karnataka. I think if I'm right, April 13th, an amazing rally. Thousands of people participated. And I can see the cocktail effect of the Hassan city into the Sankleshwar and other seats in Hassan. So Hassan is an area. Tumkur is already an area where BJP had made inroads into in the last election itself. Chikbalapur, Sudhakar has been a great addition. And I can see the Bagepalli BJP giving a big fight. I'm not saying that in Bagepalli BJP is winning, but at this point of time, they've come into contention. Now, you need to understand that they just got 2.45% in 2018, and now they are in contention, and Muniraju is giving a run for money for all the other opponents, and CPM leader, ex-MLA, is no there. Now, let's come to Ramnagara. I think HD Kumarasamy, for the first time, is having a good fight in Ramnagara district in Chinnapatna. DK Shivkumar is extremely comfortable, and Nikhil Kumaraswamy is extremely comfortable. Now, if I travel a little bit down, Mandya, JDS, I have been in Mandya for last 4-5 days time. I can tell you in Mandya, what we are seeing is they are missing the JDS cadre is like an orphaned cadre. They do not have HD Kumaraswamy, that kind of charm which they used to have, because Mandya is something where they swept all the 7 seats last time. And now they are in danger. They are in danger of going down to just 3 seats in Mandya. BJP is giving a tough fight in a couple of seats. I'm not saying that BJP is sweeping. BJP is giving a tough fight at KR Peta. And more importantly, at Srirangapatna, they have picked up an young guy, 32, 33 years old, Sachidananda. He's getting good amount of traction in there. Then come to Mysuru. In Mysuru, at Varuna, Siddaramaiah is shaking. Now, that's the big news. That's because Lingayat, 60,000 votes are there. And Kumaraswamy has strategically put a Dalit vote, 55,000 Dalit votes are there. Now, Kuruba votes are only 35,000 and Muslim votes are only 10,000. So, I'm not saying Siddaramaiah is losing, but Siddaramaiah is shaking at this point in time.
Okay, Mr. Sriram, let's just hold on for a second, because you've given many talking points at this stage. I want to start with this. Pratap Kanagal, the fact that the Prime Minister has done half of his rallies and roadshows in the Old Mysore region surely cannot be a coincidence. The fact that Yogi Adityanath kicks off the election campaign not from coastal Karnataka but from Mandya. And the fact that you've got Amit Shah, Mr. Nadda, even Himanta Biswa Sarma, all of them starting out their campaign from Old Mysuru. Are you in any doubt that you are target number 1 right now in the BJP's crosshairs?
No, absolutely no. We know the fact that the BJP is targeting JDS. That we are all aware of that, and we are conscious about that, and we are confident that we will not lose out any of the seats to BJP or Congress in this contest. But in the Old Mysore, in fact, we will increase our numbers compared to last time. We will increase our numbers. Adding to that, that's a couple of reasons. Is like, many reasons, especially in Mandya, what Mr. Sriram was telling about, like BJP campaigning aggressively, and we are losing about 3 seats. But I completely disagree with him. Like BJP getting grounds in Mandya.
You lost the Lok Sabha seats. This is supposed to be the bastion of the family. You even lost your Lok Sabha seat.
Yeah, that is because it's a back-to-back, hand in hand. Congress and BJP, Congress who was with us has backstabbed us. That's why we lost. That's all. If you look at the Lok Sabha votes, we have retained our vote shares. It's combined of Congress and BJP votes made Sumalata win. That's all. It's a backstab by Congress people. That's why we lost. But this time, no. Last time there was a by-election. There was one Narayan Gowda has won in Kerpete. Now this election he will go to 3rd place. That is a fact.
Okay, you are stating all of this as a fact, but you haven't really told me why you think this. Except Sanju Verma, 2019 you may have done well in the Lok Sabha election, but the same cannot be said for the assembly. The two vote very differently. What makes you think the 2019 model will be replicated in 2023 and not the 2018 model?
You are asking me?
Sanju Verma.
Yeah, Sanju.
Thank you, Padmaja. Padmaja, that's a very interesting question. So since you've asked me about why BJP feels that the 2019 model will be replicated, because you are aware, we won 25 out of the 28 seats in Karnataka in Lok Sabha 2019, and we had a vote share of 51.38% from Karnataka. My simple logic is this. We are all aware, and your channel has carried this news, on so many occasions. For the first time in 41 years, Prime Minister Narendra Modi was the single big leader who actually visited the Mandya region. The Mandya region, which is supposedly the bastion of the JDS, has never seen any big national leader worth his or her salt making their presence felt. And if politics is about perception, then I fail to understand why the Mandya region should not feel happy that a leader of Narendra Modi's stature, and mind you, even Amit Shah, they visited Mandya. But forget about the optics and the semantics. I will just make one very important point which Prime Minister Modi made while addressing a rally at Mandya. Mandya, as we all know, Padmaja, is a sugarcane belt. It is one of the richest sugarcane belts, not only in Karnataka, but also in India, along with large parts of Uttar Pradesh, vying for the top slot. You will be surprised to know that when the BJP took charge, from Kumaraswamy and prior to that, Siddaramaiah, 90,000 crores of dues of sugarcane farmers was pending in areas of Mandya, Belgavi, Bagalkot, etc. Can I please finish? What kind of a debate is
I'll let you respond, Mr. Kanagal. Give her 30 more seconds. 30 more seconds, I'll let you respond. Yes.
Can you stop heckling me? Thank you. 19,000 crore plus worth of dues of sugarcane farmers was pending till about 2 years back in the areas of Mandya, neighboring areas of Bagalkot and Belgavi. And I am very happy to say this on your channel that in the last 2 years alone, more than 32,000 crore has directly been deposited into the bank accounts of sugarcane millers, farmers and producers. So now, not only do they not have outstanding dues, but they have been paid in advance for the upcoming sugar season. And let me tell you, I will just end with 10 seconds. The fair remunerative price which was paid to farmers, when Siddaramaiah was there, was less than 2,500 rupees a ton for sugarcane. Do you know how much it is now? It is 3,050 rupees a ton, and for every additional recovery beyond 10.25%, you will get 305 rupees per ton more. That is the kind of benefit sugarcane farmers in Mandya will get thanks to the double engine Sarkar which is working overtime.
Okay, Mr. Kanagal, respond.
See, there was an attempt to privatize My Sugar Factory. So it was a big backlash on the BJP, and people are angry on them. There was an attempt to hand it over to some private players, and people are angry. BJP tried to communalize Tipu Sultan issue, and bringing two names of Urigoda and Nanjegoda, the fictional characters. That's made Vokaliga think it's an insult to the community. Even Vokaliga Swamiji, Mr. Nirmalanand has to come and tell that stop discussing about this without any proof. So all these factors also matters, and it's not that just because Narendra Modi comes to Mandya, okay. Last year also, 2018 also, there were leaders who came and we are okay.
Okay, let's take this one by one. Who's been more pro-agriculture? Because if there's one thing that works in the favor of Mr. Kumaraswamy, Mr. Sriram, it is that farmers feel if he will come, there will be a loan waiver. So they are happy with him. Between Mr. Modi and Kumaraswamy, who is more pro-agriculture and who will farmers go with?
I think certainly this time, they've seen, because Mr. Kumaraswamy has been claiming that he's a pro-farmer, wearing a green towel, all those things. But today the farmers know that it was Modi Sarkar which gave them 6,000 and Bomai Sarkar which topped up and made it as 10,000. Cotton farmers are happy in Hubli area because they have doubled their income. The report has come in Times of India, and I'm talking based on the report. So this farmer debt waiver, it's not a viable thing. Farmers also do know that. Farmers are desperately looking for options where they can double their income. Today, look at the manifesto. In the manifesto, they're talking about investments of 30,000 crores, proactively doing it. Now, we want to develop the technology, we want to enable the farmer, and that is what Mr. Narendra Modi's vision is. But Kumaraswamy, or for that matter Congress, wants to do just doling out, which is not going to be of great use in the long run.
Here's a common misconception is that this entire Old Mysuru area is only a Vokaliga belt. What do you make, Mr. Sriram, of the caste breakup? Aren't Lingayats also a very strong force there?
There certainly is. In Chamarajnagar, if you take it up, the Lingayats and the SCs are in a determining position. Add Tamil into the equation. Let me take the case of Annur constituency. Annur is a constituency where BJP has never won, but the Lingayats are the most populous people in that particular region. The BJP candidate lost by a mere 3,000 votes there. Now take the case of Somana, who is standing in Chamarajnagar itself. There is the Lingayat, and most importantly, Varuna itself, I'm saying, where Siddaramaiah is contesting. So it is a myth that the entire Old Mysore region is filled with Vokaligas. No. Mandya, yes, you come to a place like Srirangapatna where 52% of the voters are Vokaligas. You go to Malavalli, you have around 32% of them are Vokaligas. You got to study each constituency's demography, and when you study that, there are places where it is not a Vokaliga dominated belt. Lingayats also play a very important role.
And if all the Lingayats consolidate behind the BJP because of Mr. Yedurappa Lokesh Jindal, like Mr. Sriram said, in Varuna itself, your chief ministerial candidate could be on sticky ground. Maximum population in his seat, Varuna, is that of Lingayats.
Well, now Lingayats themselves are deserting BJP. Jagdish Shettar, he was a stalwart Lingayat leader. He moved to Congress.
Is he bigger than Mr. Yedurappa?
There is a saying that a fool who sold an entire kingdom for fistful of rice. Pursuing Vokaliga vote
here is some data.
Losing on the
between 2008 and 2013 and then 2018, only one thing changed. The fact that Mr. Yedurappa left the BJP and formed the KJP. Mr. Shettar, this stalwart that you're talking about, was the face of the BJP for the 2013 elections. And on your screens right now are the figures that the BJP got from the Lingayats in that election. Now that this stalwart is in the Congress, how many votes is he going to get you? My question to you is, if the Lingayats consolidate behind the BJP in the Old Mysuru region, will Mr. Siddaramaiah be in trouble in Varuna?
See, Padmaja, first of all, this assumption that all Lingayats, they support BJP is wrong. There are issues with respect to Veerashaiva and Lingayat vis-a-vis the BJP. BJP insists upon calling the Lingayats Veerashaiva rather than identifying them as Lingayats with their own identity altogether. Secondly, when you're talking about the agrarian belt in that entire region, I would again contest my co-panelist who said that the returns have been more. What about the costing that has increased, right from diammonium phosphate up till the diesel prices, up till all forms of input prices? They have increased way more rather than the returns that the farmers are being getting. And thirdly, with what my co-panelist said, that BJP, which harped upon spreading the Hindutva agenda by undermining Tipu Sultan, by creating a myth of Vokaligas killing Tipu Sultan, all this is going to backfire for BJP. Now the 28 strong constituencies only in the Bangalore city, BJP will find it very hard to retain its seats. Not even roads are being provided.
We will talk about Bengaluru on a separate day, but Tipu Sultan is going to backfire on you, and this whole Lingayat consolidation is but a mirage. Sanju Verma.
Thank you. Padmaja, I always believe, and with no offense to Lokesh Jindal, silence is the form of discretion. Jis cheez ke baare mein pata na ho, please don't showcase your ignorance. Ammonium phosphate prices itne upar chale gaye, ye ho gaya, wo ho gaya. Do you even have a clue that every year the Modi government spends 2.5 lakh crore just on fertilizer subsidy? Because while last year and the year before that, fertilizer prices globally went up to beyond $700 a ton, Modi government was giving fertilizers to farmers at 5,000 rupees only.
Okay, let's limit ourselves to Karnataka.
Bina jankari ke mat boliye. Now let me come to the main point. Padmaja, I did not heckle him. I did not heckle you, Lokesh. Now please, it's my turn. Thank you. This debate is not about fertilizer subsidy. This debate is about not even Lingayats versus Vokaligas, and I'll tell you why. BP Uttar Pradesh election elections or be it Uttarakhand. Let us take Uttar Pradesh. Everybody says, oh, BJP may not get Yadav votes. Oh, BJP may not get, Dalit votes. अरे स्वामी प्रसाद मौर्य छोड़कर चले गए. अब तो बीजेपी को बड़ी परेशानी होगी. What the recent assembly elections has shown us is that the biggest vote bank cutting across caste politics is the women voters, the so-called silent voters. And I found an interesting piece of data which I'll take 10 seconds to share. In the 2018 elections, women voters were a majority in only 67 of the 224 seats. That means women voters were in majority in only 30% of the 224 seats. As we go into polls on the 10th of May, I am happy to share with you that in Karnataka, women voters are in majority in 112 of the 224 seats. That means they are in majority in 50% of the total number of 224 seats. And that is what is going to be a game changer for the BJP, because most of our policies, and I have no qualms in admitting, are oriented towards the lady of the household.
But how do you know this 50% voter base is going to vote for you? That these women will vote for you?
Women voter base, no, Padmaja. What I mean to say is, out of 224 seats, in 112 seats, if the women voters are in majority, that skews chances in favor of BJP, given its women-friendly policies. As simple as that. Be it half liter of Nandini milk, which will be given to poor BPL families, if we come to power, or be it the 3 free Ujjwala cylinders every year to the Grahini or the Grahalakshmi of the house.
Okay, so you're banking, irrespective of caste, on women across the caste divide backing you. But if we were to come back again to this region-specific analysis, if there was a sense, Mr. Sriram, that there's going to be a hung assembly, and that is largely the talk, and Kumaraswamy could be chief minister because he is going to be kingmaker, won't all the people who are even slightly disillusioned but are Vokaligas then consolidate behind him?
No, I see it a different manner altogether. Why Mr. Narendra Modi clearly says that I do not want a Khichdi government, I want a stable government, give us the mandate, is because, and he also said we are ruling out any alliance with JDS, is that he has realized, in fact, Shri Narendra Modi is the shrewdest politician we have ever seen. He has realized why is he going behind that Old Mysore region is not because to sweep Old Mysore region. We are not saying out of 57 seats, BJP will sweep 45, 40, 56. No. But the point is, even if you make 7 gains, 8 gains, how much were they short of majority in 2018? They were short of majority of 9 seats. They were 104, 113 was the number. Now he realizes that now we have the least number of MLAs in the Old Mysore region, which means you are not carrying the local anti-incumbency. And now I'm going to go and say that we will not have an alliance. Kumar Anna is not going to be the CM. Now the moment a Vokaliga voter in Old Mysore region realizes that Kumar Anna is not going to be the CM, then his psychology changes. Then his second preference, he moves towards BJP. Now that's the kind of calculation they're making, and they're not expecting, 100% of Vokaliga votes. Even if they're able to get 25 to 30% of Vokaliga votes, it will be a game changer. Again, I'm saying, if any analyst comes and tells us that Old Mysore region will be swept by BJP, I'm sorry, they're living in fool's paradise.
Now, here's the thing. There are 3 factors that work against you, Mr. Kanagal. 1, that there is anti-incumbency against the JDS MLAs in particular. 2, that there is an infighting, which everyone is talking about, between Mr. Revanna and Mr. Kumaraswamy. And the 3rd is that, as of right now, the members of the Kumaraswamy family don't seem to be very active. And the additional point that the BJP keeps driving home, this is a dynastic party. How do you hope to overcome that?
See, first of all, the fight between Revanna and Kumaraswamy, you're claiming it's a past. There was a tension only for 1 seat, which was just started out. The entire Revanna family is on the campaign. They are campaigning to win, make Mr. Swarup win, whom we had Kumaraswamy had promised. So all are together. All this there was a demand for 1 seat. Yes, there was a lot of discussion. There was a lot of confusions. Yes, there were. But now everything started. All are together. All are campaigning. That is one thing. I'm really surprised to hear from you that JDS MLAs have anti-incumbency, and you're forgetting about the anti-incumbency about the government, which failed in every front.
No, of course, they have anti-incumbency. That's the reason why they had to change so many MLAs. Nobody is ever doubting that, but so do your MLAs. Correct me if I'm wrong, Mr. Sriram. Does the JDS suffer from incumbency, especially in the Mysuru region?
Absolutely. Let me tell you, Malavalli, 57%. That is what they got. This time they may not cross 33%. Okay, I'm just sharing with you what I have seen on my ground. People are saying the MLA has not come. Srirangapatna, there is anti-incumbency against the sitting MLA. You go to, there are a few places. You go to Madur, okay, fine. They are saying, okay, we are backing JDS. But that's what I'm saying. If you go to 5, 3 to 4 out of those places, they're saying, no, the MLA did not do anything. And you go and look at KR Pete, an MLA, blaming the family. KR Pete MLA defected because the family made this guy stand near the chapel stand. As a result of which he walked out of the party, joined BJP. Now he has brought development to the constituency. Now that is what is being witnessed there. And also one last point which I want to make. Why did Mr. Devagowda lose in Tumkur? He lost in Tumkur because people asked this question. Just because you want your grandson to win, as a result of which you are putting in Hassan, what connection do you have to come and stand in Tumkur? And that is the reason he lost in Tumkur. Because he wants to develop only his family and not others.
All right, I'm going to leave it at that. This is just the beginning, because now you've got the election in the last 10 days. And we are now going to get more minutely into analyzing districts, regions, seats, because in such a closely fought election, like we've been saying, it boils down to the 3 C's: the caste, the constituency, and the charisma of the big faces who may well carry this election in the end. Thanks very much, all gentlemen. Sanju Verma for joining me.
The News Hour